I am mennsa. I post the game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 422. So we're white. We will get into London. And which always is a good development. Okay, so do this, and now my mountie can come out without getting pinned. This pawn is now there. And I bring my bishop back. Takes. Take. I really want to get my king side developed and get him put away. So we will attack that bishop. Takes it. And I always want my knight, my queen moved up for my rook development. Check. So he has to now deal with that. So material is equal. So I'm gonna exchange queens. Back. So now my other mountie out and then castle my king. He's coming in. If I take me back, I have this pawn defended here. If I don't take it, he takes me, and then I have an open file, and he could be looking at this here. So I'm going to castle. And he takes that, so take it back. So he can't move that pawn anymore anyway, so we'll leave that at the moment. So if I take my rook and put it here, this bishop is technically pinned right now. And if I go and take this pawn, I will be attacking that bishop. And I'm pretty sure that could be a problem for him. I will obviously be winning the pawn there if I'm taking that, then he takes me back and I'm up a pawn. So can't take back obviously with his king. It would have to be with his knight. So okay, now I'm gonna double my rooks and I will have that file. And this knight is stopping any of that. Okay, so he is going there. If I bring my rook right here, I'm attacking his knight. And it is undefended at the moment, so he might. This is protected by my knight, so everything seems to be nicely protected at the moment. So if I get my rooks doubled here, that would be a good idea. And we will start by getting our rook on the 7th rank here, put him in check. No, you will not because of this knight, so that is no good. If I go here, I put him in check though. And I don't really want them to be split up, though I have to move this. I put it here, this pawn is under attack. If I put it here, it could be attacked. The king has to move, and then I could get on to the 7th rank, but I have to watch this knight, eh? So, I go here. I'm not going to relinquish the control of that file this way. So that is how I will do it. So he wins a pawn, and I believe the knight is free right now, so I win the knight. I'm up +3. So if I take, he takes, I take, and then he takes. So I should just maybe take. So do I just exchange everything off? And I have a knight. And then all these pawns. So now, if I go here, no, if I go where my knight can go, or I could do what? So, I could start trying to advance some pawns here. These ones here are kind of doing okay. If I bring my knight here, it doesn't attack anything. I can't really go too many squares in there. So it would have to maybe be there, and then his king is kind of, well, trapped, and then I would have to get my knight someplace else. He's pretty centralized right now, so I wonder if I should leave him and then just start advancing. And I will want my king out. So he's doing that, attacking my knight. If I bring my knight back, I'm attacking that pawn, and he will have to protect it. Okay. He can easily do with that pawn. And so pushing this pawn or this pawn, okay, so my knight can get out of there. And I have to start thinking about getting my king over, and I go this way, or do I get this up and then start getting that way? If I push that up there, he can't push this pawn. I would just take him, and then he would take, and then we would have, okay. And this one here. So I believe I'm going to try to do this, and my king can get up. So we don't want to allow his king to get in there too much. And we don't want to lose anything, so. Okay. If I push that, then he can't push this. He's going to go over on that side. I put my king here, then I could start thinking about a pawn move. If this pawn moves, he takes me, and the king has to take back. And if I push that pawn, I put him in check. And then he has to take me back, and I can't take him back, so that's no good. So let's try to do this. Puts me in check, and I take him back. And you can put me in check again, which makes me advance on this pawn here. He has to get out. He can't even get really near it that much. And my knight's holding everything over there. So if I push, let me look. If I push here, he takes. No, I don't really like that very much, but he takes, I take, and then I'm out of there, and then he has to go there. Well, seeing as how my king is right in it, I think I will do that. And my king is closer here. So if I push that, he takes, and then I can't take back. So that's no good. Okay. So let's see what my knight, if my knight comes back here, it protects this. And if I bring this pawn up, so bring that there. I can now, if I want, put him in check, and then I would be able, no, not at that. So let's do this. I believe I should move up here, and then I can push this. Okay, he's gonna do that. So now I'm gonna bring my knight here, and it will be attacking now that pawn. I want to be able to get a queen here. So if I go here, he can't push this pawn. And if I go here, I put him in check, so he would have to go back there. If I go here, the king protects it, though he can still go here. I want to be able to take him out of there. Check. Okay. So now push the pawn. He takes. I take and he's in check. Or do I even do that? Is that maybe a mistake? I'm just going to be exchanging. Well, thanks. So I will take with my king will be closer to these pawns over here if I move the king, take with the king. Check. Go here. He can come in that way. I go here, I will be protecting that pawn, and he be attacking my knight, though. So I'm going to take that. He will take that. Or if I this, he's far away from that. He can't take this, but he can take this back here. Okay, well, they've resigned, so I actually won. I wasn't going to give up. I was going to try that pawn ending, and I didn't want to give up. Okay, so I ended up getting a win. Thanks for watching. Bye.